Hello guys, this is you know it is by now. It's me, Potty Boy. Basically, this is just a video for the 1HMPS retro team. Because looky what I got in the post today. I got this photograph of the Oliver twins. Obviously it's signed. It's certainly survived the rain. It's lovely sunshine out there at the moment now, but it was absolutely pouring with rain earlier. Just let you know that I got it for the post, and I'm quite impressed with it. It'll probably go on the wall behind me or something, or probably on my windowsill. We'll definitely get it framed. And I got a little message of it. Obviously, it says, "Afraid the picture of us on the website with Dizzy wasn't high enough resolution for A4. Hopefully this is okay though." I'm guessing that's written by the Oliver twins. Basically, for those who, obviously you're all going to be just me. Yeah, I mean the Oliver twins. I mean, come on, they only made the ever popular Dizzy games. Basically, 1HMPS was a podcast. It was hosted by a guy called Andy. He calls himself the Real Loco Maniac. There's other guys. There was other guys involved as well. You had Glen 83100. You had Malk 1976, Swaney, and ZX Specstar as well. They've all got YouTube channels, so I'll put links in the description. And but basically, it was just a podcast whereby they all got together, just talked about classic games in general, and it was a good fun podcast. It was basically basically just felt like having it was just like having couple of blokes in a room, having a chat, and it was just a really good fun podcast to listen to. Now, I think it was last month. Andy did an interview with one of the Oliver twins. I think it was Philip Oliver, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Philip Oliver. Although I think Andy came in as well, and basically they just chat about they had a little interview, talk about the Dizzy games themselves, and basically how they got into games and what they've done since. And shortly afterwards they did a competition whereby he won. Obviously, a signed photograph like I've got here. Basically, you had to design, and you basically had to come up with an idea for a Dizzy game, and I came up with an idea for one and posted it on their forums. It was I came up with the idea for Galactic Dizzy, which basically the story is Zack's the evil wizard. He's fed up with Dizzy and his friends all foiling his plans and plots and whatnot and whatever. So he casts a spell over them, which sends them far away to the other side of the Eggy Way galaxy. And basically, they're sent on board an abandoned space station called the Exodus. And basically, they're prisoners on this abandoned spaceship, but it gets worse because Daisy is suddenly kidnapped by Blarg, the swamp monster, who's the big green thing you saw in the picture there. And he takes her down to his home planet of Bad Egg. God knows what he's going to do with her. I didn't really think of that, but basically, the idea of the game is that you and your mates, he plays Dizzy, and of course you got your mates as well. Basically, you've all got to try and get off the space station and rescue Daisy and get back home. But the thing is, with this being an abandoned space station, there are no ships going in or out, and unfortunately, the last escape pod was destroyed on board. So, before you can set off outside the space station, you've got to go and find all the missing parts of the escape pod. And once you've done that, you've got to put the escape pod together, obviously, and then you jet off towards Planet Bad Egg, rescue Daisy from Blarg, and basically once you defeat him and rescue Daisy, you obviously travel back home. Now, of course, that's the entry I submitted, and it was the winning entry. And so I was really I was really over the moon when I heard it on the last episode, which was episode 18. Now, unfortunately, episode 19 is I think it was just literally just put out on iTunes. I think it's either yesterday or the day before. I've just finished listening to it actually, and this could possibly be the last podcast they do, because unfortunately Andy's had to give it up because it was just taking too much of his time, and it was just proving too costly for him to make, and he just decided that he just couldn't do it anymore. So hopefully one of the other guys, Malk, Glenn, perhaps, or Swaney or even ZX Specstar, will probably they'll probably take it somewhere, and it'd be a real shame if it did all just completely come to an end, because it was a great little podcast. Really enjoyed listening to it, and it's very sad that Andy's had to leave. So basically, I'd just like to say thanks, guys, for coming up with such a great idea for a podcast, and of course, obviously, I'd like to thank Andy, obviously, for doing the competition, of course, which I did win, and sending me the photo. And best of luck for the future, mate. I really hope. Obviously, as you say, family comes first. It does, obviously. And like I said, it's a bit of a shame, but sometimes you just you got to move on in life. So basically, basically, I'd just like to say thank you very much for the whole of the 1HMPS Retro team, and to you, Andy. I wish you best of luck for the future. So goodbye for now.